everyone. This is Realtor Linda Peltz. I'm a local realtor here in Fresno, California. I love these meetings with some of the local vendors here in town, so it kind of gives you an idea of who would be a great person to contact. Today, I'm here with Marcus. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Thank you, Linda, very much. I appreciate it and appreciate the opportunity to be on with you today. My name is Marcus Beckvar. I'm part of Nexa Mortgage and the Claypool Mortgage Group. We are a local mortgage broker centered in Fresno, California. We serve the greater Central Valley. We're a probably number 2 lender in our community. And we have a team and staff of 10 people just dedicated to our clients and our customers and our great realtors like Linda. What I wanted to talk to you a little bit about today, I want to touch on some options for buyers and for sellers. Linda knows very well this market is just unlike anything we've ever seen before. There are very few homes. I think last count, Linda, maybe 350 homes on the market. Is that about right?
You know, it's crazy because we're closing them faster than we're getting them listed. So it's kind of a dicey market. You know, there are a lot of sellers out there that would probably like to sell, but they have to have a roof over their head. So they can't get out of there. They can't, you know, buy it, or they can't sell their home until they get into another one, which there's no inventory. So it's a vicious cycle that we're dealing with.
It really is. And actually, that's a great segue. And I appreciate you very much, Linda, because we actually have a loan that's called a recast loan that is designed just for that. So, for example, we have a move-up buyer that you're meeting with tomorrow, and they want to list their first home and sell it and take the proceeds from that home and buy a move-up home. But the conundrum, where do we move? How do we, there are no homes on the market. Well, what you can do now with this particular loan product is you can go out, find a home, find the home of their dreams, and purchase that home, and then have them move into that house and then sell their exit property, their first-time home, and take the proceeds from that first-time home and put it into the new loan and recast the payment, including possibly eliminating the mortgage insurance. And the way that works, to dig down a little bit, is, let's say, well, the first criteria would be they would have to qualify for both their old mortgage and their new mortgage. And many move-up buyers do, because obviously they're moving up. They have a much more stable income, a higher income than when they bought that first-time home. And so now they can probably afford both of those monthly payments, maybe that $1,300 a month payment on their exit property and that new $2,800 a month payment on the new home. They can afford that. And they also maybe have 5% to put down on the new house. So we're not even going in contingent, which is, you know, for those of you listening.
That's big. Yeah, we can't even get a purchase through if it's contingent on them selling the other house. Number one, we're up against so many cash buyers right now that you have to be almost all the way through underwriting or through underwriting. And all we have to do is plug in that house, man. And we have to shorten that close date, you know, as tight as we can, 15, 20 days. And we have to get them really prepared in order to get over these cash buyers that's coming in. It's crazy. You know, you did hear that they listed us as the hottest market in the country, right? It's crazy out there. Well, we're having to go through back doors trying to get our locals, you know, or our offers accepted, you know, for these homes, with as crazy as it is out there. And we are up against a lot of cash. So.
We really are. It's the perfect storm. And anyway, to close that out, that's one way around the conundrum of, okay, I'd love to sell my house, but what am I going to do? Right?
We have to get them into the other one first, and then get that one, get them out, get it cleaned up. Now, keep in mind, once it hits the market, 2 days, it's usually an escrow with that lucky buyer that got that one. But yes, it's quite the process. So first step, that's what I tell everybody. First step, local lender pre-approval. Yep. First step.
It's so true. And local's everything, guys. For those of you, it is. And for those of you listening, Linda's right. A local lender, there are we'll morph into the buyers and what you can do as a buyer. And Linda knows all of these things, but we'll throw them out there. Number one, work with a local lender, even if it's not, hopefully it's us, but if it's not, make sure you're local, because that listing agent, the agent who has the sign on that property, that listing agent is going to recommend to their seller that they work
Yep.
with the local offer, the local agent, the people that they can see and touch are the people that
And talk
represent the
to,
buyer.
a lot of the listing agents are going the next step, because they've got 25 offers in. They want to make sure they've got the best one accepted for their client. So they will actually call you guys and say, hey, how strong are these buyers, and how far are they through underwriting, and what are we looking at as far as close date? Because you lenders are usually who determines how fast we can close these. I mean, us as realtors can have them closed in 7 days, and escrows a lot of times can have them closed in 7 days. It's the underwriters and the background on the lenders that kind of take the time a little bit. So that's where that, that extra 15 days comes from, that we need in order to close sometimes over like a cash offer. So
It's very true, and that's, Linda's exactly right. You want to work with a local lender. You want to work with a local lender that is extremely fast and prepares you for the purchase. So
yeah.
what we want to do as lenders is we want to have all of your documentation in before we issue a pre-approval. So basically, we want to pre-underwrite your file. We want to make sure that it's
Perfect.
as clean and as concise as possible.
No problem's going to creep in.
That's it, because as our team works with the largest mortgage wholesaler in the United States, a company called United Wholesale Mortgage. We have several instances of being able to close in under 26 days, under 25 days. And speed is king in this market. When you can
Yes.
match a cash offer, but maybe put together a letter, you're a family versus an investor, and that seller wants to sell to a family perhaps. And Linda will coach you on what to say and how to write that letter if it's necessary. And us as lenders are going to reach out immediately to that listing agent. And chances are, with who we work with, we know that
Well, at
listing
least
agent.
you should be reaching out. There's a lot of lenders that don't. So that's
Oh, no.
another thing. We work closely. We are probably in our industry the closely as related as industry as you can get. So we do pretty much one-on-one with you lenders. I mean, we are like part of each other's family and each other's business. We can't do without you, and you can't do without us. So
Yep.
even though we're separate entities and separate companies, we're probably the most closely related as far as the industry goes, and we have to work together. We have to be one in decisions and different things in order to get these houses approved and get them through the system that's put in place,
So true. So true. Now more than ever, it takes that team effort, and it takes a great deal of expertise and drive into this market. So if you're a home buyer out there, you really, again, you want a team working for you that knows the nuances of this market and that can guide you and direct you through this market and get you the absolutely most prepared into buying. Because believe me, you're going to, chances are, even as good as Linda is, you're going to have 3, 4, 5, 6 offers possibly rejected because there are 25 offers on the house that you're making an offer on. And there's going to be that cash offer that comes in that's 10,000 higher than yours. So it's just perseverance.
it's definitely a challenge. You know how the best, and it's kind of dicey, and that's where you guys come in and you're so important, is we're having to sign off in order to get over those cash consent. And that's what I'm saying. You have to be through underwriting. You have to be prepared on your side, because we're having to, how do you get over a cash offer? Stop and think about it. We have to sign off those loan contingencies. We have to tell them there is no problem with the loan. It's going to go through no matter what. So we're signing off the loan contingencies and the appraisal, right? Because those are the two differences between your cash and your loan, and cash rules. I'm sorry. And in
Yep.
today's market, when you're having 1 or 2 cash offers on these homes, you as the lender have to be prepared to help these buyers get over those cash offers. So
it's very, very true. And you as the agent, you have that expertise to understand that. And yeah, and understand what the market is, because we're basically waiving an appraisal. For those of you listening out there, what that means is we're still going to get an appraisal. We're still going to have a estimate of value for your peace of mind and for us, the lender, to do our loan off of. But to the seller, it appears to be a cash offer. They are not involved in the appraisal. They don't care about the appraisal. They've agreed on a sales price. You're going to meet that sales price.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes an expert like Linda to understand that process.
Well, we're kind of the generals out in the field, and you're our team in behind us, giving us the information to where we have, you know, when we go into battle, man, we need all that information so we know how to attack our enemy and make sure we get it done for them.
It's so true. It's so true. And again, that's why it takes a strong team. And so for you buyers out there, if there are any tips I would give, it's just number one, get pre-approved. There is
local lender pre-approved.
Absolutely.
I preach it.
Well, and we
get a hold of me, but I will get you over to a local lender pre-approval.
Yeah, we appreciate that, Linda. We do. And a local lender, look, you're very cost conscious, right? As a buyer, you're shopping around online. You want a lender that has good rates. We're a mortgage broker. We can beat anybody's rates. We can certainly match anybody's online rates. We're very competitive. So that's not going to be an issue. You want somebody that knows what they're doing, and that's us. That's our team. We can guide you through the process. If we need to rescore your credit, if there's maybe an issue that you're not quite ready for the market, then we're going to guide you and help you and build you a roadmap. And Linda's going to help with that. And we're going to keep communicating with you and guiding you through the process. So maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 months down the road, you're ready to buy.
It's not a quick process. Yep. Sometimes. I mean, depends on what's going on in your credit history and you know, your job, and COVID was last year, you know, that affected a lot of people. You know, you could be ready to go, you know, and you can have probably the pre-approval ready here probably within, you know, a week or whatever, you know, it takes to get through underwriting or whatever. Or, you know, you may have to help them with their credit or I don't know what's going on back there, but you may have to help them with something. It may take a little bit of time. I've seen them take like a year sometimes, you know, to kind of get prepped and get, you know, ready to get through that underwriting process. You know, it's, you know, we can't help it. We're the face of everything, but there is a whole team behind us that's, you know, preparing documents and different things and making sure that your company as the lenders covered, you know, as far as handing out all that money and different things. So it's not just, even though we are the face of everything, we are not actually the little worker bees in behind us doing all the work. So we have to get through all the other departments. So.
Yep, we absolutely do. And so that is, you know, just the first step. And I say this to everybody, if you're a first-time home buyer out there, it seems so mysterious about, you know, how do I get a home? How do I get through this home loan process? Mm-hmm. Folks, it's easier than you think. And Linda's here for you. I'm here for you. We can answer those questions, and literally within a 20-minute phone call, you'll be put at ease. You'll understand what the process is. You'll understand where you need to go, what's next. You just have to put that anchor out and decide that you want to be a homeowner. And once you do that, we're here for you, and we're here to help and guide that process. And it's, again, really easier than you think it might be.
And either one of us, you know, can get a hold of the other one. It's not like, you know, you call me and then I leave you hanging. You know, I will make sure, you know, wherever you're at, I have to determine where are you at in the process. And then I start guiding you from wherever you're at. And if it's get over to a local lender, then that's what I do. Or if it's, you know, maybe you've already got your lender pre-approval, then I would contact the lender and say, how far through underwriting are these? Because I need all that information. So wherever you're at in the transaction, either one of us can help you. I'm kind of the one that guides all the transactions. So I have all these teams put in place, you know, where we just get a hold of them and then they kind of do the work in behind us. But I'm kind of the one out there liaisoning everything. So either way, you can get a hold of either one of us and we can guide you from there and tell you what the next step is at that point.
Yeah, and we'll be happy to help. Again, it's Mark with Nexa Mortgage and the Claypool Group. If you have any questions, Linda will have all of our contact information. I encourage you to reach out to Linda and again, get the process started. This is a great market still. It takes expertise. Linda has it, but it is a great market. Rates are at an all-time low still. Rents are just going up. That's creating a perfect storm. Rents are $1,800,
I think our
$2,200.
rents are higher than our mortgage payments at this point.
It's crazy.
If you can afford your rent payment, surely you can afford to buy it, you know, for a cheaper payment, you know, so we
Yep,
just have to get prepped sometimes.
That's exactly it, and that's driving a lot of our market. Is people are actually, you know, looking at what they're going to pay for rent as their rent increases, and they're saying, why not just buy a house? It's the same monthly payment, and at least we're getting equity out of our home. So, whatever your
Definitely.
Yep, whatever your circumstances are, please give Linda a call. That's your starting point, and Linda will put you in touch with us, and together we'll work on a game plan, or like Linda said, perhaps you're ready to go right now, and we'll get you started, and we have the expertise to guide you through the process.
Perfect. Thank you so much. It was wonderful getting on here and kind of sharing with the viewers what we can do for them. This is Realtor Linda Peltz. My number's 559-353-4556. I will leave all our contact information down below. Just make sure you get a hold of us and let's get you started into home ownership. And hey, if you have a home to sell, make sure you get a hold of me, and it's a little different process, but we can get you through that one too. So everybody have a great day.
Thanks, folks.